Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. I know there are some performance issues, but I genuinely like this game. So let's unpack everything and see what makes it shine despite its flaws. First up, let's talk about what Echoes of Wisdom is all about. This game marks a significant milestone for the franchise by making Zelda the main playable character. Finally, fans have been clamoring for this for years. The world you explore is not only vast but also packed with intricate details that make every corner worth checking out. The graphics are stunning, and the art style really captures that classic Zelda charm while pushing it forward. From lush forests to sprawling dungeons, the environments are vibrant and alive. The developers at Grezzo have really stepped up their game, and it shows. If you are watching this video, chances are you are either playing Echoes of Wisdom or planning to buy it soon. However, let's dive into some concerning news. Reports are circulating that Echoes of Wisdom's frame rate might actually be worse than Link's Awakening for the Switch. This analysis comes from the ever-reliable Digital Foundry, known for their detailed performance evaluations. Thanks to Nintendo Life, we have a thorough rundown of their findings. So let's break it down. First up, the frame rate. When you're standing still in the overworld, the game maintains a smooth 60 frames per second. But the moment you start moving Zelda around, the frame rate can drop to as low as 30 frames per second. Why is this happening? Digital Foundry suggests that the game is constantly streaming level data, which is demanding given the larger and more intricate overworld compared to Link's Awakening. While frame rates also dip in dungeons, the overworld seems to be where the issues are most pronounced. Now, let's talk about resolution. Indoors, the game can hit a max resolution of 1080p in docked mode, but once you step outside into the overworld, it drops to 720p. Similar to Link's Awakening, it may briefly start at 1080p before quickly settling down to 720p. So if you are someone who prioritizes high-resolution graphics, these drops could be a bit off-putting. However, despite these performance issues, many players are still expressing a lot of enthusiasm for the game. Let's take a moment to highlight the community's reactions. Despite the frame rate and resolution concerns, players are raving about the engaging storyline, charming characters, and the intricate puzzles that truly capture the essence of Zelda. Some streamers are finding humor in the frame rate drops, making it a part of their gaming experience. The vibrant art style and immersive gameplay have left many players enchanted, showing that the core elements of fun and adventure are still shining through. I have to share my thoughts here. Yes, I picked up Echoes of Wisdom on day one from Target complete with a cool puzzle bonus, but I haven't had much time to dive in yet. I am planning to start this weekend. For me, the frame rate issues in Link's Awakening didn't detract from my enjoyment, so I am optimistic that it won't be a huge issue in this game either. As long as the gameplay is fun, that's what really matters. Let's not forget what makes Echoes of Wisdom special. The story is captivating, with new characters that add layers to the narrative. The puzzles are cleverly designed, pushing players to think outside the box. Plus, the game's artistic style is breathtaking. It beautifully blends classic Zelda charm with fresh visuals that feel both nostalgic and innovative. The first thing to consider is that the actual game world itself is much larger than Link's Awakening and more complex. Given that it's so seamless, it is perhaps unsurprising that the Switch struggles, but it's where it struggles that remains fascinating. It's not just a case that the GPU is too slow, rather. It seems more like a memory bandwidth issue while streaming data. Most of the time, when the frame rate dips, if you stop in place and use the right stick to move the camera, you'll find that it jumps right back up to 60 FPS. Once you begin to run again, however, it crashes down to 30 FPS. So some of the issues are triggered by moving through the world, possibly streaming level data. The frame rate is constantly going up and down as you play, so much so that it almost feels like they should have at least included the option to cap it at 30 frames per second if you were so inclined. This can certainly have a detrimental effect on some sections though. The sand boss, for instance, in the second major dungeon I tackled, required some experimentation to figure out the right solution, but the issue is that every time the boss unleashes its powerful attacks, the frame rate plummets. To me, it takes away some of the joy of experimentation in a moment when you need that performance. Now, how does Echoes of Wisdom fit into the rich legacy of the Zelda franchise? This game is a testament to the series' evolution, appealing to both longtime fans and newcomers. It's exciting to see how the franchise continues to grow and innovate. Players are coming together to share their experiences, and that sense of community only enhances the overall enjoyment of the game. It's fantastic to see how this franchise unites gamers across generations. In conclusion, while Echoes of Wisdom has its performance challenges, it's still a game that many are enjoying for its rich gameplay and storytelling. The frame rate might dip, but the experience is still magical. The visuals in Echoes of Wisdom clearly draw inspiration from Link's Awakening remake. You'll notice the same tilt-shift perspective and depth of field effects, alongside chibi-sized characters navigating the world. However, this game introduces a more intricate environment. Gone are the rigid 90-degree angles, now we have gently sloping terrains and more dynamic structures. Overall, I believe the game looks fantastic, and I appreciate the visual style. It suits the tone perfectly. Unfortunately, the frame rate issues are a significant drawback. All in all, however, Digital Foundry states that the game does a lot right. and its experimental gameplay alone may be enough to alleviate the frame rate woes. However, if this proved an issue for you in Link's Awakening, then it's definitely something to be conscious of here. Narrator John Linneman summarizes his analysis by stating, now more than ever, it feels like we need a successor to the Nintendo Switch. At this point, it feels like we're due for a successor to the Switch. If backward compatibility could bring additional power to address these performance hiccups, that would be ideal. In summary, I have enjoyed my experience with the game so far and plan to see it through to the end. The focus on experimentation is a real highlight, allowing players to tackle puzzles in their own unique ways rather than following a rigid path. This approach keeps the spirit of the series alive while offering a fresh perspective. While Echoes of Wisdom may not push any visual boundaries, it still presents an attractive and polished appearance. However, it is hard to ignore its performance issues. Nintendo-published titles this generation have generally managed to deliver solid, consistent frame rates, often exceeding expectations. It seems that Grezzo's ambition for this game may have simply been too much for the current capabilities of the Switch. Now, I want to hear from you. If you've played Echoes of Wisdom, share your experiences in the comments. Have you encountered frame rate issues, or are you loving the game? And if you enjoyed this video, please like, share, and hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any daily Nintendo news. Keep it locked here for all things Nintendo, and I'll catch you in the next video. Until next time, happy gaming.